Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Scott Casey Gale, and I'm the owner, the chairman, and the creator, founding father of the most respectful, revolutionary, persist, persistent, the passionate, and underspirited Western YouTube group of all time, the National Wrestling Shooters. And today, I'm going to give you my Impact Wrestling review. And I thought it was a great episode. Okay, the commentators for the show were Josh Matthews and Don Caldas. Okay, here we go. On tonight's episode, Callahan has promised to finish things against Pentagon Jr. as they meet in a Mexican death match. Also, Brian Cage speaks and Matt Seidel is in action. Eddie Edwards came out to the ring and took the microphone and said he dusted himself off after his recent defeat and he's looking for a fight. He said nobody could go through everything he has and came out the same way and he loves the man he became no through it all. That being said, Edwards said he had a dream of smashing Austin Aries. He said he had a dream of smashing Austin Aries and kill the cross with the kendo stick. Then he invited them to join him in the ring or he could go out and fight them in the back. Aries and Cross came on and A-Double said he's the greatest professional wrestler walking the planet. Edwards had his chance and he blew it. He said Edwards is stupid, crazy, and dangerous, but he's found someone even more dangerous and crazy in Cross. Edwards cut Austin off and landed a couple shots to each guy before Aries nailed it with a chop block and said and then Cross got him in a cross jacket choke while Aries locked in a figure four leg lock. Referees ran through the ring and broke it up, but the damage had been done to Eddie Edwards. They weren't done yet as Austin put Edwards' head in a chair and was about to whack him with another chair before Moose made his return to one Aries and Cross off. Moose and Edwards were celebrating backstage, and Alicia ran up and said hello. Everyone was happy to be back together. Great way to open Impact Wrestling. Great promo from Eddie Edwards and Austin Aries and Killer Cross, and it was great to see Moose return. Really great way to start off Impact Wrestling. Then it was Matt Seidel versus Zachary Wentz. Once had a very nice springboard corkscrew crossbody followed by a dive to the outside. Seidel quickly turned things around and then they kicked the Wentz's back before the action moved back inside the ring, where Seidel maintained control. Wentz landed a knee in a standing smash. That's 4-2 count before moving to the wall, but Seidel stopped them and Wentz nailed a code break as Josh Nevis commented on how that became a popular move around here. Seidel landed a knee and hit the finisher for the win. I thought this is a good way to start the show. I enjoyed this segment. I enjoyed this match. I mean, really good match between Matt Seidel and Wentz. I think they put on in my opinion, they put on in my opinion, they put on a really good a match, and I really enjoyed it. All right, what is next? They played a segment where Brian Cage said he wants to be the best because he can do things nobody else can. Looks like nobody else too. Interesting. I like that. I like that pep talk. Then Impact. Then KM and Bob were backstage. Bob gave KM a gift bag with his own face on it. KM asked if it was what he thought it was, and if he thought it would help them win. Bob said bye as usual and left while KM looked excited. Comedy segment. I really enjoy these comedy segments between KM and Bob. I think they're really funny. And then Desi Hit Squad versus KM and Falaba. KM made his entrance wearing the same gear as Falaba, then Bob made him take off his boot and wrestle barefoot too. Well, he and Bob started things off, and well, he couldn't lift Fala, so he splashed The Desi hit squad member KM took the tag and got distracted. And Desi took control and hit a double team move for a 2 count. KM fought up the Desi hit squad and then got to Bob for the tag, and then he came to steamroll over everyone. Well, he tried to choke Bala out, and then he splashed gets Govinda with full heat on his back. KM and Bala rolled over them twice, and KM pulled one Desi hit squad member to another before hitting his finisher, and then Bala hit a big splash for the win. Winner came and Panama. Good match, good funny match. I thought this is very enjoyable at best. And then Katrina told Guido and Joe Henry that she didn't come to Impact Wrestling to lose. Joe told Guido that slow and steady wins the race, and Guido will win next time. He seemed happy about it, and then he followed the smoke to find Scarlett Bordeaux, who asked him why he seemed so sad. She asked him to come on her show, and she said she will help him with all of his woman problems. But first, Grado danced on a pole for Scarlett and Bobo. Scarlett and Grado needed to be punished, so she spanked him as he took on a couch, causing him to flip over the furniture onto the floor before, as Bobo kept shoveling the popcorn into his mouth. I thought this was entertaining at best. I thought this was funny. I mean, I really like Scarlett Bordeaux. I think she's a. I would like to see her wrestle. I wonder what she's gonna do in the ring because that was entertaining at best. And there was Kara Hogan versus Alicia. Kara Hogan and Alicia wrestled around for a bit of buzz and traded several war pinning attempts for a series of 2 counts. Ali was at ringside cheering Hogan on as Aisha nailed a running boot to Hogan's face. Alicia laid in then some forearms in the corner, nailed a running elbow in the corner before she hit a neckbreaker for 2 counts. Kara Hogan won a drop kick to the corner and a running splash followed by a kick for a 2 count. Kara kicked Alicia in the face for again another 2 count before Alicia counted out of a suplex and drove Hogan to the mat for a 2 count of her own. Alicia climbed on the top rope, but Hogan moved the cause Alicia to hit only the mat. Alicia hit a modified stunner for another 2 count before they both slowly got back to their feet. Alicia tried to get a submission hold on Hogan, but Kira fought out, and Hogan able to finish it for the win. Winner, Kira Hogan. Good match. I thought this is a really good, enjoyable match. I like this. Then Audi got in the ring and said he was part of. Audi got in the ring and said she was part of Kira. She said she didn't want to take anything away from a moment, but there was something that she had to get off her chest. Then Ali said Sue Young took away Madison Wayne, the best friend Roseman forced into to the doctors. Ali said it changed her and helped her see a purpose and that is to put an end to Sue Young. The only problem is Ali has to keep looking over his shoulder for Tessa Blanchard. So next week, Ali challenged Tessa and Sue for a triple threat for the Knockouts Championship. Really good promo from Ali. I like what Impact Wrestling has done with Ali. I like what Don Katz and Scott D'Amore have done with the Ali character. They really have we evaluate her promo skills, and she's really good on the mic now. She's no longer annoying. She's really improved as a knockout. And then Johnny Impact had some fun at a pool party. Then he cut a promo on what he did to Congo and Jacobs. He said there's nothing keeping. He said there's nothing. He said there's nothing keeping them from the Impact World Championship. Then Congo Khan attacked Impact. They fought at a possible for a bit until Impact sidestepped Kong and Congo took a bump in the pool. I thought this is funny. I enjoyed this. I liked it. I like this. This is very, very enjoyable. And then Rich Swann explained he signed a long-term deal because Impact Wrestling had such great buzz. He wants the X Division title because of wrestlers reformed like Amazing Red, Petey Williams, AJ Styles, and more. I like this. I like this promo he cut. I like how he brought up past wrestlers like AJ Styles and Amazing Red. I enjoyed this. So this is very enjoyable. And then Pentagon Jr. cut a promo about how he's the king of Mexican death matches. Really good promo from Pentagon Jr. Very hyped up promo. And then Austin Aries cut a promo backstage, challenging Moose and Eddie Edwards to a tag match. So it will be Aries and Cross versus Moose and Edwards. And I'm looking forward to that. And then Trevor Lee and Caleb Conley versus Brandon Tidwell and Mr. Atlantis. EA Jake was in commentary during this match, called everyone dummy at least the whole time. Lee and Conley traded tags in and out and took control. The Tidwell rolled Caleb up for a pinfall. He was trying for a great return. Winner Brandon Tidwell and Mr. Atlantis. decent tag team match. I thought this was pretty much enjoyment. I really enjoyed Eli Drake in commentary. He was funny. And then LAX arrived in their neighborhood as Impact World Champions. While they brought respect back to the block, the OGZs were shown in a car while they shot back to the LAX hanging out. And Conan said when he hit King with a snapjack, it felt good. He also said he had a surprise in his car, so LAX took off. But kid two, suddenly the OGZs these these drove by and hit the little kid named Richie with their car as Impact cut to a commercial. LAX scattered around the severely injured young man. Very bizarre. This is very Lucha Underground because Lucha Underground has been known to do stuff like this ever since Impact Wrestling Lucha Underground have paired up. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people are gonna say this was too far because they thought they killed the kid, but they didn't kill the kid. They didn't actually kill him. So the kid is it's just acting. But this is very very bizarre. Yeah, yeah. See, because WWE has done stuff like this as well. So I wouldn't take it very personal, but I could understand why people would take stuff like this personal. And then Sami Callahan versus Pentagon Judo Mexican Death Match. Don Callis and Josh Matthews were sitting away from the ring at the announce table because of this match. The ring was decorated with several dangerous foreign objects, but nothing is out of the picture in this match. They started fight from the beginning before Sammy and Penta both got chairs. They banged the chairs off each other before dropping them. Then Penta hit a sling blade before taking off Callahan's protective vest to expose his chest. Callahan told Penta to chop him twice, so he did. Penta got another chair and then set up two chairs in the way. He sat Callahan up on the top rope, but Sammy turned into a powerbomb, threw the chair on Penta. Then Callahan got a table and placed it against the guardrail. Sammy set Pentagon up for a suplex for the table from the apron, but Junior blocked, and then he took Sammy up the apron with a kick and nailed a flipping splash through the table. Pentagon Judah picked up a pinata and whacked Sammy. Maybe for this, Josh Matthews said we didn't want to know what's in the pinata. Penta tore into the pinata and found a staple gun. Sammy tried to get away, and then he just spit in Penta's face before telling him to come on. So Penta put staples in both arms, his legs, and then he stapled his hat on his head before whipping it off. 1-2 kick out. Penta grabbed another pinata and opened up to find a pair of clippers. The crowd started chanting "Shave his head" as Callahan grabbed Penta's crotch in a groin club before Penta had left the ring. Callahan set a table up against the barricade outside as he tried to power up on Penta, but but Juna fought out and landed a couple kicks before Callahan nailed him for trash can. Sammy grabbed another pinata and opened it to find a baseball bat. Then Callahan put a trash can on pinata before whacking it with a baseball bat. Pentagon popped up and nailed Callahan in the face of the trash can what before one before hitting eh, before hitting a running Death Valley driver through the table for a 2 count. Penta opened the last pinata to dump a bump of Legos in the ring. Callahan avoided a power bomb before hitting a package power jump on the Legos for a two count. Penta hit a low blow before hitting a fear factor for another 2 count. Penta rolled out the ring and started to look under the apron to pull out another table and, and slide it under the bottom rope. The luchador set up the table as the Canadian crowd chanted, "We want fire." He placed Callahan on the table, but Sammy stopped him on the top rope. Penta stopped him, but Callahan put his thumb through his eye and hit a cactus power jump and through the table for the win. Winner Sammy counted. Amazing main event. Amazing main event. I really, really enjoyed this. I Impact Wrestling has gotten really edgy ever since Tom Callis and Scott D'Amore took over, and I liked it. I really enjoyed it. Those guys know exactly what they're doing. I would rate this Impact Wrestling a 9 out of 10, 5 stars, two thumbs up, way up, and an eight triple plus. Impact Wrestling keeps getting better and better and better. Better keep up the good work, Don Callis and Scott D'Amore, because you were doing a hell of a you were doing one hell of a job. Anyway, you know how to describe you. Live long and prosper, and I must all bid you adieu and bang.